Hi, my name is Lowe Bass, and I'm the bass player for Social Insanity.
I'm Johnny Insanity from the band Social Insanity, and we're based out of Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Ray Dolph, aka Baby Beast. I'm the drummer for Social Insanity, and we're from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
For our band is metal, some taste of hard rock, but more metal. Why is this our preference? Because everybody likes that genre. If I had it my way, we'd be another Bon Jovi band. Just kidding, maybe.
My musical background, I would say, would be in orchestra. I actually grew up playing the double bass in orchestra, and I played a little bit of jazz band and things like that. I didn't actually switch over to the electric bass until I was about 14, 15 years old. And as far as having a band in high school, I did. We played this battle of the bands, and we lost, but it was quite a good experience. And so I would say that I've been on stage for the last 10, 15 years, something like that. And so just a lot of experience of playing different bands, playing different genres, everything from country to metal, and just really everything in between.
A little background about myself. I started playing drums when I was 2 years old, and I continued to push myself at about the age of 5. I learned my beats and my rudiments, and started doing cover songs. I learned AC/DC's Back in Black, and from there I kept just driving and pushing myself to learn more and do more. And now I'm in an amazing band with some really awesome dudes, and I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. I did school band from all the way from back in elementary school. You know, they kind of made you do band, or not band, but like they kind of made you do music class in elementary school. But once I reached middle school and high school, I did all the jazz bands, the symphonic bands, the wind ensemble, percussion ensemble. And from there, I continue to learn more as well. At about 7th grade, so my 7th grade year of middle school, I was asked by the high school to join their marching band. So I actually have 6 years of marching band under my belt. I had a lot of fun doing it, met a lot of cool people, got to do a lot of cool things as well. And that experience I've also started incorporating into music itself. I try to incorporate different marching snares and tenors and stuff like that into the show to kind of give it a performance that people don't typically see. I've played with fire drumsticks and everything like that, you know. And yeah, you know, that's about it for me.
Individual music background? Well, kind of gave it away. I grew up listening to 80s hair metal. My favorite, Motley Crue, Poison, Guns N' Roses, Cinderella, Rat. All 80s. Ozzy Osbourne, especially, one of my big influences, Randy Rhoads. Do I feel the need to stay rockstar mode 24/7 to be successful? No, I do not. When I'm not with my band performing or promoting the band or in any way, I'm camping with my wife and kids, traveling with my wife and kids. I'm at the park with the wife and kids, in my backyard, the playground with my kids, just watching them play. Why or why not? Why I gave you why not? Any drawbacks if so? I don't know if there's any drawbacks or not because I've never done it, so I can't say there is or isn't. But I choose just to be me on stage and while I'm promoting the band and be myself, my personal self with my family. Or what do I think I was in my previous life? A sloth. I've grown to be very lazy, so maybe a sloth. Pretty interesting, huh? When I was active duty in the Army before I retired, I was really gung-ho, moving fast. Now I'm just a sloth. What do I want to be in my next life? A sloth. So laid back, easygoing. I have no idea what I want to be or what I want to do. My kids are my next life. They carry the torch after I'm gone. Tell us about a song you as an individual or band have written that is based solely on the personal experience. I would say the song that hits me the most is our song Fade. because we wrote it, Z and I, from back in 2009 when we first started Social Insanity. We wrote a few songs, and Fade was one of them. Fade was, I had just got back from like 3 or 4 combat deployments, and so Fade was just basically written about all our fallen soldiers, battle buddies that we lost, and then in time, as we matured and grew, we lost more family and friends due to, you know, like being officers, cops, being firefighters, and just being family members, you know. And so we kind of opened up the realm of Fade, not just solely on the combat veterans that we lost, you know, our brothers and sisters in arms. So it became more of a, you know, global spectrum, in other words, so you can take it how you interpret it. You know, it's always, our music's always based on interpretation of the audience and the listener. So no matter how we write it and what it's meant for, if you interpret it a certain way, then it's awesome. And as long as it works out best for you. So yeah, but that one hits me the hardest. So what is the one thing that is very important for you as a person to possess internally that keeps you strong through the chaotic times of being in a band? Oh my God, I must have it, and I still don't know what it is. No, I believe it's just the drive and the will to fulfill not the dreams of being a rock star, but the dreams of, you know, sharing the music, your passion, your creativity. Like me, my rush from the band, like having Social Insanity for all these years and still doing it, is the crowd reaction. How they go crazy, how they love it, how they start learning our songs, and we're all strictly originals. We don't play any covers, we don't do any other such. So, you know, it's like, that's my biggest high. And then when they tell us that we don't sound like any other band, or we have our own distinct sound, that's just icing on the cake. So that makes me happy, and that makes me want to keep pushing and doing it. Shit, it's 10 years now, so so yeah. When people see you perform, what feelings should they walk away with after listening to the lyrics, watching your stage presence, and what message are you hoping the music gives? Like, the message we hope to give, like I said, is based on self-interpretation. So what you're feeling that night when you come into the venue and you see us play, you know, you bring your baggage, in other words, with you, and you try to let go of it all when, just for like the hour and a half that you see your favorite band or whatever band plays, you know, to rock out and have a good time. But it's still, the gears are still twirling in your head, so each song brings an emotional feeling. So whatever message you get from it based on how you're interpreting it that night, then, you know, hopefully it's positive. Or maybe it gives you the like end of the line, one of our songs. So like it's basically just talking about not taking anybody's shit anymore. You know, you're done with it. You can move forward. It's all about, you know, progressing and not letting people stomp you down. So if you walk away with something similar to that when you hear that song in particular, then cool, drive on. Like I tell my band members when we were first starting out and we played to an empty venue, it's like, if it's just the bar staff, rock out. You know, it's like headbang, shout at the bar staff, get them to shout back at you, because you're playing to an empty venue, because nobody knows who you are yet. And, you know, but they're going to tell their friends because they had fun, they enjoyed you involving them. They're like, oh, you should check out these bands, come back in. And that's happened for us. So, but yeah, so always give it your best, give it your hardest, and let the people feel what you're feeling while you're on stage. And then it'll be like a wildfire, it'll catch on. So, not referring to sound influence, but who is the one entertainer you look up to the most and why? Like, when I watch different artists perform, I can't really name a couple. I like how they, well, shit, my wife and I we went last year to see Breaking Benjamin, Five Finger Death Punch, and all them, and the way they interacted with the crowd made me want to up my game on interacting with the crowd when we play our shows. So I want to say, like, Five Finger, Breaking Benjamin, those guys are fucking badass. And then that new band, Ashes to New, oh my god, those guys are fucking amazing. But anyhow, a few shout outs there. Remember, you got my address and the check for giving you a shout out. What goes through my mind while performing? When I rock out on stage, I just headbang, I rock, I find a couple people in the crowd, you know, I get their attention, I rock out with them, they start rocking out with me, and, you know, what runs through my mind is like, I want to see everybody having a good time. I'm always trying to make our band stand out and be entertainers while we're playing for that hour and a half. Who comes up with the artwork ideas for the CDs, albums, and merch? Now, for that one, it's a little bit of everybody. Everybody now is more involved on what we come up with. we come up with the ideas. I run the ideas to everybody. Everybody puts in their inputs, and we mold that idea. And then Z will go into his little bat cave and open up Adobe Creative, whatever the hell he's using, and actually bring our designs to life. So where does your dream stage perform? To be honest, after being in Germany for 10 years, Rock 'em Ring. I would love to have my band play the Rock 'em Ring. That'd be a dream come true, and I can die the next day happy, or that night even, I don't care. But that's my dream. That's what I would love for us to do. Describe your music and lyric writing process. I write on my acoustic, I come up with a riff idea, I make a video of myself, and then I send it out to our Facebook chat that we have. So yeah, I'll do that, and then everybody will be like, oh yeah, that sounds cool, and then everybody starts writing their ideas, and then it molds into a song. Or Z does that, or Wiley does that. Or sometimes the drummer will just throw off a little beat, and we'll all hear a certain riff in our head, and then we'll just start writing to that. Our songs, basically, because our name is Social Insanity, you know, you got the whole society and chaos, so it kind of fits now more than ever. We basically just talk about the life of, if some of it might pertain to individuals, because I take part in some of the writing, the lyrics, but it's all Sam 100% now. I'll just give him some influences, or if I write a riff, this is what I'm feeling, and he writes off of that. But it's basically just based off society, like World of Lies, is totally government, you know, this and that, and it's not swaying like left or right. It's just saying, you know, we're in chaos right now. We need to, you know, look inside and fix ourselves and then move forward. Like I mentioned, end of the line earlier was not taking any shit, drawing that line, you know, and standing your ground in life and society. Fade was for the fallen, you know, so it's to never let them fade away, never let them go. So it's just based, kind of mixture of our experience in life and a mixture of society as a whole, the world, you know, not just the U.S., the chaos in different countries, you know. Were any of you in a band in school? Well, not say, I wasn't in a band, like say, you know, the high school band, whatnot, no. I was in rock bands, cover bands when I was in middle school and high school. When you were a child, what was the first profession you recall wanting for yourself? And it's funny because my mom sent me an envelope full of like my old report cards from elementary all the way up, whatnot, and little yearbooks. And my 4th grade, 5th grade yearbook, it says I wanted to be a rock star. Apparently I still do because I haven't stopped. Thanks for your time. Thanks for promoting us and sharing us on your show, Petra. Really appreciate it. Rock Driven Radio. You got it right this time. If not, shoot me. So we got October 25th show coming up in Denver, Colorado, and then we have Colorado Springs. We're playing Legends, and then on November 9th, and then we're calling it quits for the year because we have a whole new album to finish writing. But yeah, those are 2 upcoming shows before we call it quits for the year. And then we have, if you go to our Facebook, you know, facebook.com/Social Insanity CO for Colorado, go to our About section. Scroll down, you'll see something about Spreadshirt, whatever.com and whatnot. That's where you can buy some merch from us. Front design, back design, so don't be scared. Like, I'm not buying this t-shirt like somebody told me the other day because it only said Social Insanity, but they didn't flip to see the back, the big ass chaos symbol. But you know. But thanks again, appreciate it, love, respect. See y'all soon.
What up? I'm Z from Social Insanity.
Sam, vocals. Hey, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, every streaming social media, Reverb Nation.
Yeah, we're going to be getting that YouTube going as well. Trying to get some content built up for you guys there. And yeah, keep an eye on our Facebook. That's where you're going to find most of our events. So if we have shows, anything going on, we're going to be posting it there for sure.
Appreciate you following. Check us out. Like us every chance you get. Peace.
Yeah. Hi.
Your world is about to change. Face the day inevitable. Willful ignorance has no place here, no mercy. I gaze into a mirror, into the eyes of a stranger, a dark transmutation, a revelation. I hear the sound of silence, there is a coming violence, lashing out at anyone, might as well be everyone. Welcome to this world, it will soon be hurled into a place of decision, a new vision. Time won't erase the things I have seen. Memories are part of me, inside my head dividing. And I chosen not to retreat from the images that haunt me. Let's go reality, a memory. Time won't erase the things I have seen. The memories are part of me, inside my head